Welcome back to another video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the last one and got a good workout from it. Beautiful day today, so I'm pretty excited about this. Short sleeves and shorts, it's nice. Sun is out, there's a little bit of wind. Might affect some tricks, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, let's get on with the warm-up. All right, good warm up, everybody. Remember to really try to work on getting those frogs and those push-ups so you can do 5 of the real ones instead of 10 of the beginner ones. But the reason you do twice as many of the beginner one is to strengthen up that core so that you can get to that 5 and that real push-up and that real frog. So anyway, moving on. Hope you're all warmed up. I know I am for sure. It's warm out here and that warm-up took a lot out of me. Anyway, today's trick I want to work on. The plan was actually to work on floaters. Really wanted to work on floaters today. There's enough wind out here. I was trying them. They're just so unreliable right now. It's hard for me to give you some good examples. So maybe next episode, floaters, I would really like to work on. So today I want to work on a very specific skill that can go a lot of different ways, but it's a good transitional skill. And it starts with an EB. You need to be able to do an EB, but not even jump it. I just need the EB to come over your head. And you're actually going to open it up. If you've ever done a fake EB, when you swing and then come apart and don't ever jump it, it's like that. Right here, come apart. On that come apart, and by come apart I mean your back hand stays where it is, your front hand comes out. And you need to open this loop up before it gets past your body. So I can't do it here and then wait till it gets past. I need to open up pretty early. As soon as it clears my head, start opening up. I'm opening up when the rope's up here. Once I open up, whichever side of the body this loop is on right here, the opposite leg is going behind, and I'm trying to catch that leg. I'm trying to catch that leg. And when I say catch that leg, what I mean is you really shouldn't be trying to reach for it with your foot so much as just stabbing your foot down to trap it. The rope should go under this foot. I should lift it up. the rope should latch onto it. So it should look like this. I didn't have to move the foot. I moved it out there, but I don't have to, I'm not trying to reach for it. Because if you're reaching for it, not only does it not look good, but you're going to be less reliable with it. So, simplest way to get out of this. Swing it over, I catch. From this point, I can actually, as long as I hold on to both handles, this foot just drags and stands normal. So I am trapped right now. Whichever hand is behind the back, it still stays there. This arm, my arm that's out here free, goes behind my head, starting to unwrap the rope, and I get to this position. The only thing stopping it is this foot. So if I lift this foot, I can swing under it, my back arm can come out, and I'm free. So that would look like this, coming out of that trick. Lift this foot, and I'm free. And as I lift that foot, and as it becomes free, my arms are ready coming out of my back so that it's smoother, so that I can continue to jump. So when I get to this position, that was a bad catch. So when I get to this position, I can just go right back to jumping. So that's the simplest version. If you don't know this trick, certainly learn it that way first. Get used to that. Next thing, microphone cord fixed, I think, is to come out in a Kruger. Kruger being one arm under the leg, other arm open. And the Kruger is going to be on the same leg as the side the loop is on. So if my loop is on this side, when I finish this trick, just plan on lifting that leg. The leg that goes behind, it won't be that leg, it'll be the other leg. And I'll show you how it works. Very similar process to what we just went through. I swing, I catch, I stand, I still bring it around, but right here, when I lift this foot, I was usually coming out. Now when I lift this foot, this arm's gonna go under it for the Kruger, this arm's gonna come out, and it's gonna come over my head, and I'm gonna jump this Kruger. And I can side swing out however you would get out of a Kruger. Honestly, you can take that Kruger and go into any combination you want that you can go to from a Kruger. I could go to a Toad and finish up an Awesome Annie. So the Kruger looks like this, and hopefully the wind has been messing with me a little. We'll see how this works though. Here, catch, get to here, Kruger, cross. When I get to this position here, I definitely feel like I really need to throw the rope up because it's not trying to move around my body yet. So I'll try to exaggerate. What I mean is when I get to here, right as I come around here, it's at this moment that I know when I get under my leg, I'm gonna throw it up in the air. So I pull this arm out and I pop it up to make sure it gets up. Because if you get lazy with it, it'll just hit you in the back of the neck or the head, or it'll just get stuck on you. Especially if you got a ponytail, it'll definitely get caught on that. So that catch to the Kruger. There are so many variations of this because once you get to this position here, even when I come around here, it's between my legs. There's so many tricks between my legs. If I wanted to, I could side swing here and lift this leg and then come back across to a Toad. If I wanted to leave the arm behind my back, instead of going under this leg, I can push it really hard under this leg and end up in an EB Toad, and then go to combinations from there. You can even get to this position right here. If I wanted to, I can even let go of the handle. It would probably be this one here. And in general, it would probably be something like this with a shorter version of it. And there's a bench beside me here, so it would be difficult. But essentially, I could let go of that, and I could actually kick this handle and re-catch. And now I'm actually still between my legs, but it's just a rope release, and I could go to Kruger there or anything I wanted. So, fake EB, catch behind the leg, to Kruger cross. All right, for today's speed and power workout, something a little different than we've done. I want us to do some ladders. We're gonna start with a speed ladder, and let me explain exactly the times I'm talking about. And someone can time you, or you can have your own timer in front of you. You can see the time go by. But anyway, it's to jump 15 seconds, and then rest for 15 seconds. Jump for 30 seconds, then rest for 30 seconds. 45 seconds, 45 seconds of rest. 1 minute of speed, 1 minute of rest. 45 seconds, 45, 30, 30, 15, 15. Well, really, that last 15, you'll just be done at that point. So you get 15 plus whatever after. So anyway, do that for speed. pace yourself, because you are going to have to keep going and you're going to have to come back down. But my challenge would be, especially at the end, really push yourself and really try to work on your form at that point. Have no misses at that point. As you get tired, make your body do what you're wanting it to do. Keep those arms in. Keep those feet evenly paced so that you're not lifting one more than the other, because one leg is more tired. After that, the next thing I want you to do, rest for a little bit and then do the same thing for double unders. Same exact thing for double unders. Again, pace yourself using whatever rope you've got. You definitely need to maybe change your pacing for that. But for double unders, same thing. Really work on that form, because when you get tired in double unders, the tendency is to have those hands come apart. Keep telling yourself, pull them back close to your body. Not too close, but where they should be, to try to get no mistakes as best you can throughout that. Anyway, that should be a really good speed and power workout, and that's a great one to do every day. You'll get really good at it and your endurance will build up, so that later, as you're doing those 30-second speeds, you won't even get that tired, because it'll be such a shorter time than you're used to jumping. Anyway, let's move on to the challenge for this week. All right, this week's challenge is another silly one, and with the wind out here, this may be difficult for me. Hopefully I'll get it in a couple tries. Maybe I'll just edit right to the try I get. But you've all done a variation of this trick, I'm sure, or at least the beginning of this trick. It is the classic pose. It starts with the classic pose. The pose that every kid has probably done this once in their life. It's certainly fun to teach. Anyway, a lot of you have probably done this pose. In addition, a lot of you have probably let go of the top handle, and by top I mean this one rope is underneath, the other rope is free to go up in the air, is to throw that one, woo, the wind is really kicking up, is to have it pop around and re-catch. Anyway, this trick, it's a continuation of that. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do this in slow motion, I'm going to do the same release I just did, which is to throw the handle on top, to throw it over the top and start to swing it. Now, as it gets all the way up in the air, I need to take the handle and switch it to the other hand. The one that I hung on to, switch it to the other hand and hold this arm out so that the rope catches on it there. It will then come swinging underneath. So this rope will come swinging under like this. I'm trying to catch it, and I'm going to catch it higher up because it'll have some momentum, and I want it to come back around over this and re-catch. This is harder to do in slow motion. So let's see if I can get the whole thing together. This one is tricky. Here, oh, no wind. Let's go for it. Oh, see, I missed the catch there. The idea is for me to catch that handle. So let's try one more time. Here, get the good throw. Missed it. Oh, it was so close. Oh.